This bathroom basin is constantly getting blocked. The water in it is very slow moving. You can fill the sink up to the overflow level. It'll take about 20 minutes, half an hour to actually drain without the plug in. I have tried plunging it, that didn't work, so I'm now going to try some boiling hot water. This water is very hot, so you do have to be careful when you're doing this. I'm going to pour this directly down the plug hole. In some cases that will remove the blockage. And as you can see, it's not done a great deal there. The water is still moving very slowly indeed. Like I say, I have already tried plunging this, that didn't work. We've tried the boiling hot water. The next thing we're going to try is the guaranteed heavy duty drain opener made by Instant Power. So we're now going to empty this down the drain. You will notice that I'm wearing some heavy duty protective gloves. I've also got some goggles on. It's highly important that you follow the instructions whenever you use anything like this. All the water that I poured down there is actually drained out, so I can actually see straight down the drain. If your drain is completely blocked, it's no good using something like this because it will not get to the blockage. You need to ensure that at least all the water is drained away before you go putting something like this down, or else you're just wasting your money. And now I need to empty roughly half of this into the drain, and that should start to unblock it. When you do this, make sure that you're not over the drain when you're pouring it, just in case it does splash up. Now I'm going to put the lid back on this securely and keep it well out of the way of any children because this is highly poisonous. And I'm going to cover that up just in case it does start erupting or splashes up. I'm now going to leave that for as long as possible. This has now been left overnight. You can see that I've got the safety gloves on again. I've also got the goggles on. I'm now going to remove the plastic cover and I'm going to run some hot water down the sink and see if that will move. And you can see immediately that the water is not actually backing up like it has been doing. Well, in fact it is now. We're in pretty much the same position as we were last time. The water is still draining slowly. Although the actual chemical that we did put down there did help, it is still draining slowly. So we're now going to use the Power Plumber. If you've never used this product before, it is very good. You simply fill the sink up with water until it goes over there, so you need about 10 centimetres of water. Once it's full, you then block the overflow and then you plunge down on this and that will squirt some high pressure air down the actual drain. It'll push the water down and hopefully clear it. We're now going to open the tap and fill the sink with some water. I'm going to get that so that it's over the plug hole and then I'm going to press down on it very quickly. And you'll notice that I am still wearing the gloves and the safety glasses just in case any chemicals that were previously put down there actually splashed out. So I'll now give that a try. And you can see that the water is now draining from that sink a lot faster than what it has been doing. The drain is now unblocked on this sink, so the heavy duty drain opener did work in a kind of way. It did actually make the water move a lot quicker than what it was doing, but there was still some kind of restriction there. The Power Plumber worked extremely well. I have to say that this product does work extremely well, but it's not cheap. It's about £15 for that container. But it should do 15 1-second bursts, so you should be able to use it 15 times. So if you work it out that way, it is pretty cheap at £1 a time. I do have a blast unblocker like this, and I did try this first, but it is incredibly difficult. You need 3 hands because you need to hold that firmly over the plug hole, and then you need to activate the plunger with your other hand, but you also need to hold and over the actual overflow. So that makes it incredibly difficult, and also the tap is in the way, so you can't actually get that on there correctly, so it doesn't work all that well.